Okay, so we're back here at the Oasis, and other than filling your water skins, there isn't a whole lot you can do here other than get the beard of the Dervish. So if you type get beard, you take a small piece of the Dervish's beard and put it carefully away. Because remember, Keep and Laughin' did require a beard for making some of his spells, so we can sell the beard to him for a little bit of extra profit. By the way, if you don't feel like going to visit the Money Changer at the start of the game, or if you don't want to kind of fumble your way to her without a map, what you can do, what I actually often do when I play this game, is I come here first. The first thing I do in the game is come here to the Oasis, grab the beard from the Dervish, and then I can go straight to Keep and Laughin's place, which is easy to find because the Fountain Plaza is straight ahead from the Gates Plaza. If you're in the Gates Plaza and you go up, go up through the door that's at the top, and just go straight, you'll wind up in the Fountain Plaza where you can sell the beard to Keep and Laughin' for a couple of denars. I think it gives you like 7 denars for it, which is enough to buy the map off Alichica. So that's usually the first thing that I do before I go to find the Money Changer, but your mileage may vary. Okay, so we're here talking to the whirling dervish. Let's ask him a few questions. Let's ask him about what is a dervish anyway? Can you tell us about yourself?
Wise man learn much by saying little.
Tell us about the wonderful city of Shapir.
Land of Shapir like rainbow, very colorful and always something new.
Yeah, the dervish doesn't tend to talk a lot. As he said, wise man learn much by saying little, so he doesn't say very much, but sometimes the things that he says are kind of interesting. Tell us about your wonderful oasis there, sir.
Oasis is like wise saying, because both seem shallow but are very deep.
Tell us about your beard.
Difference between beard and world is one whirls around tree, the other twirls around me.
What about the tree? Tell us about your tree there.
It does not give much shade, but I do get a date once in a while.
Can you tell us about the dates?
If you want right answer, ask right person.
Okay, obviously it's not the right person to ask about dates. What do you think of my Saurus? I paid a whole 5 denars for him or her or it.
Your Saurus is like reflection in pool. Both but seem to be real.
Oh. My Saurus is an illusion, you're saying. That's fascinating. You did mention a fire. Actually, a lot of people will start talking about the fire elemental at about this time because the fire elemental starts figuring into the game here. I mean, it's already burned down Lechica's stand, and some people do have a vested interest in making sure that Shapir doesn't burn down to the ground, which will happen if you leave the fire elemental alone long enough. So let's ask him about fire. Oh, he doesn't have anything to say about that. What about fire elemental?
Fire elemental like mule. Cannot be driven, only be encouraged to follow.
Okay. Moving on, everybody always seems to have something to say about Shapir and Rasir, so tell us about Rasir.
When laws made without justice, men live without freedom.
Okay. He must have something to say about the weather. He spends all day in the weather.
Man who asks about weather has stormy disposition.
You made another pun. This is he's a very punny man. Does he, do you know Keep and Laughin'? No, apparently he does not. Do you know Aziza the Enchantress? Ah, yes, he does.
One who watches world by sees many things.
But Aziza doesn't whirl. She just kind of sits in her, well, I guess the table that she sits at is kind of a whirlpool. So she's not really a whirling dervish, but I guess she probably has a whirlpool and all the watery things that she associates with herself or whatever. Can you tell us anything about magic?
Magic is like water. Without it, Shapir is like sand.
What about the Kata people?
Kata like dervish, content to sit in sun and think.
Okay. That's not me. We don't just sit in the sun and think, we also kill things, which is what we're going to do now. Get back on the Saurus. Okay, ride Saurus. That's it, I think we're done here at the Oasis. Oh, before I forget, yes, you do also get points for asking the dervish about the beast. Ask about beast. We'll find out more about the beast later in the game, but I just want to get the points now, so just to get this out of the way, ask about the beast.
It is said that man is like a caged beast, and the beast is like a rumor. It is best to dispel it early. Harik knows the way, and I know the where.
You know the where, do you? Where's the where?
The where is 5 scareen lengths to the west of Shapir, and but 2 scareen lengths north of here.
Yeah, that is indeed the where, but the beast isn't there yet. We'll find out more about the beast later. Let's just forget about that for now. I just wanted to get the points. I got 5 points for asking the Dervish about the beast. Okay, let's go back into the desert. We have now finished at both the Griffin screen and the Oasis screen. And normally when I'd go out into the desert, I'd want to track where I'm going a little bit. You know, you can pull up the compass, and okay, so we're going east because we're going left. But I'm actually not going to bother because I have the Saurus, so I'm just going to keep walking around, and when we get tired of wandering around, we're going to, I'm just going to type go home. Now, out in the desert you find nothing useful except monsters. And funnily enough, unlike the first game where monsters were fairly common in the forest, out here you can wander for quite a while before you run into any monsters. It kind of, if you're trying to be a real fighter and rack up points and experience by fighting monsters out in the desert, it is amazing that anything can survive in the furnace-like desert. If you're trying to do the whole monster bashing thing, it actually can take quite a while. Oh, here we go. Notice that the Saurus always runs away. There's nothing that can be done about that. This is a brigand that I'm fighting. And I'm out of stamina, unfortunately, which is regrettable because now I'm going to start running out of health points. But okay, you have triumphed gloriously over the brigand. And just as in the first game, what do you do with brigands? You search their body after the battle. This one had 2 Donatas and 16 centimes. That's not great. I can do better. But oh well, I got 3 points for defeating the brigand, so I'll save the game. Defeated brigand. Okay. And there are also a couple of other monster types that you can run into during the day. What time is it now? It's midday on day 4. Okay, besides brigands, who only show up during the day, there are also scorpions and pterosauruses, which show up, I believe they can show up at both day and night. So I'm going to pause the video here for just a second and just kind of wander around until I run into one of those two, just so I can show you what they look like. Oh wait, before I do that, before I find another type of monster, let me show you how you get your Saurus back, because your Saurus always ditches you when you run into a monster. So here's what you do. Just leave the screen and come back, and the Saurus is here, and he kind of raises his eyebrows at us in an embarrassed sort of fashion because he took off when we needed him the most, and he'll always do that. He'll always leave us whenever a monster shows up. But he'll be there. You go leave the screen and come back, and your Saurus will be faithfully, quote-unquote, faithfully waiting for you, so... Okay, I'm going to go looking for more monsters. The blazing desert sun beats down fiercely on your head. Oh, that didn't take too long. I didn't even have to go looking. Okay, this is a scorpion. Forget about looking for one. The scorpion came to us, in a sense. Now, I know that Uhura and other people also have gone on about how dangerous the scorpion's tail is. But actually, if you just keep whacking the scorpion, you can usually defeat it pretty effectively before the tail becomes a threat. Come on. Die. There we go. You have dealt the scorpion your own deadly sting. And of course, what do you do with a dead scorpion? You get its tail. They don't carry any treasure, but you can get the tail of the scorpion. You get the scorpion's tail, carefully avoiding its venom. There we go. Okay, I think that's something worth saving the game about. Got scorpion tail. Okay, the only other kind of monster we can run into during the daytime is the Pterosaurus. So let me find one real quick. Okay, and here we go. Here's a Pterosaurus. So I paused the game after our Saurus threw us, and the Saurus runs away, but we are left behind to fight the Pterosaurus, a most fearsome beast. And I hope I can beat it, because I'm losing a lot of health because I'm out of stamina, and so I'm actually hurting myself by swinging at this, at all these monsters. Come on, hit him, you Oh, this... If I die now, I'm gonna be really mad. I died. because I was out of stamina. No glory in this story. It might have been a glorious battle, but ones in which the hero dies rarely make the front page. Yeah, alright. So I lost to the Pterosaurus, but you know what they look like now, so... Yeah, I should have... Unfortunately, this game won't let you rest in random places. In the first game, you could just rest almost anywhere and regain your stamina. But in this game, no, can't do it. So I'm going to have to probably go back to Shapir and sleep at the Cutta's tail end for a little while, but you know what the Pterosaurus looks like now, so that's it, except for the night monsters. We'll have to come back to the desert at night to see the other types of monsters. So I'll stop the video here and continue in the next one. I'll see you then, folks. Thanks for watching. Ta-ta.